Hello Libra and Libra Rising, welcome to my channel. This is Kat with your esoteric reading for the month of September. So Libras, I am surprised that I pulled the moon for you as the outcome of your reading because we are in the eclipse season and I expected this to see even for other signs. Now I didn't do Pisces yet, but I did a reading for Virgo and I did pull the sun for them. So, and you know, the solar eclipse is in the sign of Virgo. But so what I want to say is that I think this month you will be dealing with something emotional or I see this, yeah, for most of you, I see this when it comes to relationships. This could be business for some of you, but I really see this as a either love, romance, or emotional relationships, family, something family related. You do have the Queen of Cups at the core of your reading, and this is all about love and emotions, and this is a very loving, caring energy, but it's also very kind of focused inward. So there is a lot of insight and vision and to be connected to your feelings. And now this is also, again, it's a great energy also for business people and for artists because there's a lot of creativity here. You also might be connected to a water sign people, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and it doesn't have to be a woman only. It could be a man that's more kind of more feminine or very loving and caring. And the interesting thing is that as a confirming energy, I pulled the Death card for you in reverse. So this normally represents a sign of Scorpio, so definitely that water element is confirmed there. But even if we forget the zodiac sign, so death is all about transformation. It's endings, it's change. Something has to end before something new starts. But I feel that with you, maybe there is something is you're going through some kind of transformation very slow, or perhaps to some extent you're even resisting it. I can see that in your recent past already with the Nine of Swords, many of you maybe were dealing with some stress or some worries, or I see some mental anxiety and even possibly problems with health. There could have been a death in the family already. Now you do have this in reverse, so to me it seems like in your recent past you already somehow you're moving on. Yet here in the month of September there is still that death card, so it's almost like there's something lingering. You still have to maybe deal with your emotions or just let go completely. You still, it seems to me that you did not let go just yet. Now the good thing is that in your near future you have Page of Cups, so another cups card. So this is again it talks to love and relationships and romance, or at least if we don't consider love and romance, at least pleasant relationships. This is also very good for business, very good for artists. So you might actually get your creativity back. So maybe for those of you who are artists, maybe you were going through some kind of dry spell with this death card here. Maybe you realize that a certain media you no longer have inspiration. You cannot express yourself the way you want to, and so that maybe that's the transformation for some of you. So it doesn't have to be a physical death, but there's definitely a change that is slow. But going forward there also might be some kind of message coming in for you with this Page of Cups, either messenger as a person, and this again would be a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a person that would be displaying characteristics of these people. So somebody who is very creative, who is very sensitive, who is very who's great for business, but also very um, almost like, yeah, like even family oriented. I'm getting, for the younger of you, I'm getting even, so maybe for some of you, there might have been a situation where you broke up with somebody just recently, and you're still dealing with the aftermath of that, the breakup of the relationship. And I see somebody new coming in for you, because this Page of Cups, this is also very, um, it's an energy that's all about romance, love and romance. There might be you might have an admirer, or you might admire somebody. So there might be somebody new for some of you. When it comes to your foundation with the Seven of Cups, many of you, you're in this reflection phase. I think you will be thinking a lot, but not necessarily just thinking and as in making plans or analyzing stuff, but more like a dreaming, visualizing where you want to be or what you want to achieve. Maybe you're dreaming about, that perfect job you want. Maybe you're dreaming about the perfect love partner, or maybe some of you want to go after fame and fortune. So whatever it is, it's like you're in this dreamy state. So this is your subconscious. And so on a flip side, so this could be good because it might be very inspirational. You might get these new visions and new ideas, which is that Queen of Cups at the core of your reading. That's what it's all about. So many of you might have some new idea, a vision for the future, where you want to take your relationship, whether it's business or love and romance. That's very personal. But with this Seven of Cups in your subconscious, the flip side of it might be that you might be too dreamy. You might feel somewhat confused, or somewhat. It's almost like, so like this hazy. It's like the opposite of anything concrete, but this is just a stage that you have to go through. And I think this has something to do with that transformation. If you had any kind of a trauma happening just recently in your life, it doesn't matter what, in regards to what, there's always a stage afterwards where you have to somehow digest it. So this is what you're doing, I think. And you're already in the position of your thoughts with the Five of Cups in reverse. So you're already aware of this transformation, because 5 is all about transformation. So you are aware that your life has changed, or it's changing still. And you're also aware of new possibilities. And there might be, as I said, for some of you, might be new relationships, new opportunities for business, and new inspirations when it comes to creativity. So overall, I think this is very positive, the way you think. And what I really like is the way other people will see you. In the month of September, Libra, you have the Lovers, and this tells me, so yes, it means that you quite possibly overcome some kind of trial. But Lovers also speak to, well, first of all, it's love and beauty, and harmony and equality. But it's also options and choices. So you actually might have a choice. Maybe some of you, maybe that's the death here, that's the transformation, that some of you might be deciding between two situations or more. Maybe you're weighing several options, and that is also this Seven of Cups. So you're reflecting of many different possibilities. When it comes to your environment with the Page of Swords, there is, and this is the second page you have. So there is this youth energy around you in the month of September. So many of you might be dealing or might be involved with children more, whether this is your children or somebody else's children. there is definitely that youthful energy around you. With the Page of Swords, there might be another message coming in for you, or a person who is very clear in their thinking, has some suggestion, has some idea. Somebody might approach you. This might be career related or some kind of plans that you have. On a flip side, there also might be a secret. Somebody might uncover something, and if it's not a secret, it just might be like an important information or something that comes out to the open, something that you were not sure of. Again, that could relate to this. You felt like something was kind of clouding your vision, or you didn't see things all that clear. You knew there was something there, but you couldn't maybe point it out. So maybe there is somebody coming in for you in September who has a very clear idea and will help you even possibly decide on something, because swords are it's a mental energy. They're great with thinking, communication, and decision making. And so this person could be an air sign just like you, so another Libra, or possibly Aquarius, or Gemini, or somebody who is very analytical. When it comes to your hopes and fears, you have another air sign person possibly here, or this could be you. So King of Swords is a person who's a leader, who is of a higher standing, who is also a learned person, so an expert in a field, and also somewhat important to other people. So some kind of VIP, or at least a boss, a lawyer, a doctor, somebody who knows his or her stuff. And this doesn't have to be a man, this could be a woman as well. But it almost, to me, it seems like for many of you, I think this is you. I think you're hoping to, for those of you, if you had any kind of shake-up in your recent past, or perhaps even now here in September, you're still dealing with this transformation. Sometimes there are things that are unpleasant. If there is something important that's changing in your life, this just means that you're hoping to get your clear head back. Like you want to be in your own element, because this King of Swords could be a Libra, or could be Aquarius or Gemini. But as I said, this is an air sign more than likely, and I think it's you. It's almost like, to me, it seems like you want to be back in your power, most of you. And then the outcome of the reading is the moon. So that just confirms that September, there might be a little bit of confusion. You're dealing with emotions. Many of you might be dealing with love relationships that are confusing. Some of you might be dealing, if there was any conflict in the past, there might be, I don't know, like things like envy and jealousy and all those, kind of darker energies. But overall, the moon is just a bit of a deception. So you're asked to pay attention to everything, to also pay attention to your intuition, your gut feeling. You might feel emotional, and I would say, because of the eclipse season here, and because I pulled this moon for you, I would say that September is important for you, Libra, because even though the eclipses are not in your sign, it's Virgo, Pisces, but somehow pay attention to the full moon in September, which is also a lunar eclipse in Pisces, and I believe it's September 16th. So there might be something that comes out into the open, or you might get something might be revealed, or you might there might be some heightened emotions around that time. So pay attention to that. And then the behind energy with the Four of Wands in reverse. So this would suggest that for some of you, there might be this transformation is happening with your home, with your family, with your love relationships, because the Four of Wands is all about love and romance, and home life, family life, even with children. And it's a card of foundation and so house. I see house and home, so there might be changes in there. So that transformation might be happening with your loved ones. And if this is not family related, I would say it somehow relates. Could be some business projects or creative projects that are somewhat important to your. It has to do with the foundation of what you do in life, or how people see you. So there might be that kind of change. But even in reverse, this card is positive. So overall, I know that there might be some change happening with you, a lot of emotions or some transformation. But overall, I think that in your near future there might be some very pleasant news coming in regards to love, relationships, or business and creativity. So this is what I see for you, Libras. I wish you a lovely month, and I will talk to you next month.